Working across the whole Yorkshire and Humberside area is the Regional Roads Crime Team. Officers Gary Panther and Paul Smith are on patrol.
There's a moose loose about this house.
Their unmarked car gives them more cover on country roads. A Golf has just sped past, unaware that they're cops.
One somebody took his vehicle, please.
It was travelling at a little bit of speed, but it was just the occupant that really caught his attention as it went past as well.
Previous keeper, though, isn't it?
No insurance. Yeah. Just spotted a Golf that were travelling at speed that comes back to the Leeds area. So they just come quite quickly through the village we just passed, so we're going to catch him up and just do some checks on the keeper and the driver of it.
Where's he gone?
Nothing on West Yorkshire Beach.
Where's he gone?
You tend to find that the cars have always gone a little bit further than you expect. So if you don't see it initially, it's worth just pushing on and trying to locate it and second guessing the route it could have possibly travelled.
We'll blast it a bit down here and just double check.
If he has, he's been tonking, yeah.
It's all that, didn't it?
I think so, yeah. Saw brake lights anyway, so. He's just here.
Oh, he's there, look! He's there, look!
The check produces further information on the driver.
Looks like a cannabis warning in February 2012 as well.
Let's see, mate. Let's see what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So immediately it just gives you a little bit more suspicion that there's something wrong with the vehicle or driver, really.
It's a bit of cat and mouse, really. You do want to catch them, and they don't want to be caught.
Why?
Don't park there.
It'll be alright now, it's a bit further in advance. 4 motion.
The cops' headcams capture events from a police point of view and are part of a new evidence-gathering kit.
Hey, mate, all right?
Yeah.
Is it your motor?
Yeah.
Is it not? Just turn the engine off a sec, mate.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if you wanted to pull down.
No, you're fine. You've got your licence on you, mate. Out.
Yeah.
Sound.
It's one of those moments you get out and you don't actually know what's going to happen, so you're always on guard and always on edge, really.
I want to ask you, and I bet you know what I want to ask you. There's a strong smell of cannabis coming from car, all right, which means you're going to be searched under the Misuse of Drugs Act along with car.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to be searched. Is there all else other than that?
No.
Right.
My first thoughts are, he's handed that bit of cannabis over to me far too easily. As if to say, this is all I've got in here, officer. Thanks very much.
You working at the minute?
Yeah. Got mobile valeting business.
All right. How's that going then?
Going. I'm really doing that well at the minute.
Isn't it? Do you want to jump out, pal, and go stand with my mate? He's going to conduct a search, all right. Obviously, it's under Misuse of Drugs Act because it stinks
Have
of
you got any
cannabis.
pockets at all?
No.
No, so no, just get your pack down, mate. Oh, dear.
Possessing a small amount of cannabis comes with a police warning or an £80 on-the-spot fine.
So,
In that tin.
some more, a little bit more.
I'll find it, don't worry.
You can see exactly what I'm doing here and what I'm seeing and what I'm looking for.
You get a warning for cannabis or something before,
Yeah.
you said, yeah.
Yeah.
We tend to find that if people have got quite a substantial amount of cannabis on them, they may well hand over a small amount like he is there, in a hope that we don't look any further and we just take it as that's what he's got.
How much you get a car then? Is it? That'll pay all right.
Yeah, it depends. I'm trying to get onto more expensive valets, you know, higher class, bit more.
A bit more money from it.
Yeah, instead of trying to do these £10-15 jobbers. And you get,
It's like detailing, that's where money is, isn't
Yeah,
it? You
yeah.
get paid
Fine
for,
deal.
my mate had his Beamer done recently, like 300 quid or something.
yeah, to proper
Well, it's
detail.
hard work, like, isn't it?
Like for alloys and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You've got to make alloys gleam out
Yeah.
to make anybody be happy about anything. It's just it's a nightmare, really.
Yeah.
If we can keep them talking and occupied, it makes our job easier, really. It's one of those, it's kind of a double bluff. Paul's talking to him there about all sorts of things and he's probably thinking that Paul's mind's not where it should be, but I know and Paul knows that we're concentrating on exactly what we should be doing, and that's searching this vehicle for further drugs. I've had a look inside the car and found the metal tin, which was just alongside the steering column, in a small compartment underneath, that contains 1 bag of cannabis. We do often get it where it is like a decoy, as if to say that that's all that's in the vehicle. We've got the camera on the side of his head. It's providing basically point of view of exactly what we see. If we do go into searching anything and end up seizing anything, it shows exactly where we found it, the condition of when we found it, and the position really. So really it's quite a good evidential tool for us to have.
You go to Sainsbury's and you get £5. Yeah. Someone's there with 1 bucket of water.
Yeah.
It's like I can't compete with that.
Yeah.
We've gone to the boot, and as I open the boot, there's quite a lot of car cleaning equipment and stuff, which obviously ties in with the sort of job that he does.
They've got like contracts for businesses or?
Yeah. Mainly in Leeds.
Mainly Leeds.
I don't really come across this as far as this way, but like I said, I've had a day off today, so.
Can you just show me commission? I've got a thing.
What's in there, mate?
Birthday present.
What sort of birthday present is it?
Huh?
What sort of birthday present is it?
It's a jumper for my girlfriend's mum.
Took a little bit of time and trying to coming to that conclusion.
You sure?
Was it?
I could tell by Gaz's face it was definitely not a jumper.
You're open it, you have to wrap it back up for me though.
I thought it was just a complete cock and bull story, to be honest.
I don't feel like a jumper to me.
Don't feel like a jumper. And to be honest, as I turned round and saw his face like that, I knew straight away that it was something in there that shouldn't be.
I want to open it, pal, alright?
You have to be back to break.
Do you think that feels like a jumper to you?
No. We know what it is, mate, don't we? Smell it. Right. Probably his cuffs on your seat. Should be over on, mate. That, mate, at this moment in time, you're under arrest on suspicion of pressing a Class B drug intent to supply. Alright. Don't have to say anything, but now your defence, unless you want to question something which will later line in court.
Inside the parcel, as you can see, it wasn't a jumper. It were quite a lot of cannabis. I've seen it before where drugs have been wrapped in wrapping paper like this. But for some reason, as I pulled it out, I instantly knew that it just wasn't a present. If it had been a present for his mum or his relative, then I would have probably been a little bit sorry for him. But at the end of the day, we need to have a look and make sure. And obviously, he's trying to transport drugs in his vehicle, proposing it to be a parcel. So, no sympathy, unfortunately.
It looks like there's about half a kilo of it, possibly, I guess, around about £1,000 worth. Once it were broken up into individual deals, there's obviously a fair few in there. £10 bags, probably at least 100 bags in there, so there's going to be at least £1,000 worth, I guess.
People are finding it very hard at this moment in time with the current economic climate, and the need to fund their lifestyle and fund it in other ways, and people turn to crime, unfortunately.
To evade the law, drugs are ferried through the quiet countryside.
People will be, I would say, be quite shocked that somebody's being stopped in their local village and that amount of drugs has been seized. But it is going on. People do pass through these remote villages in a hope, basically, that the police aren't there.
Last time you arrested me, you took my keys off me. I couldn't get in my house.
Who did?
Harrogate Police. You let me out of the cell in Harrogate with no phone, no money, no keys, and I live in Leeds. And your thing to me were not my problem.
Well, we're not going to be like that, mate, are we?
Well, you were last time.
Well, what it may.
It'll be a case of taking the lad back to the custody suite now, booking him in, getting all this exhibit seized.
With the cannabis haul captured on headcam, Gary and Paul have strong evidence the driver was in possession. If proven for dealing, he could face a severe prison sentence.